It's your boy, it's OG Bam, top of the morning, 10 o'clock vibe, 10 o'clock vibe. Tap on in, get on up in here, man, get on up in here, man. Tap on in, man, tap on in, get on up in here, man. Don't run from it, run to it. Again, it's your boy, OG Bam. I'm in front of it, coming at you with this real. Hey, let's wait on people to tap on in, man. How was your Friday? How was your Friday? Did you enjoy your Friday night? Friday night lights last night, man. You know what? Was almost 4th of July. But man, look at here. Them fireworks, I do not like fireworks, man. Ooh, I don't like fireworks, man. Top of the morning, nephew, what it do? Top of the morning, top of the morning. Insane in the house. Insane in the house. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? Young Wayne, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. One of them brothers always come in on his fatherhood and being a positive role model in his kids' lives, man. That's what I'm talking about. Get on up in here, man. Been in here 57 seconds, man. 59, a minute now. Tap on in with your boy OG Bam. Check this out, man. Shouts out to my little nephew, Crazo. Baby Crazo from Raymond, man. I called my boy hit me early and I missed the call and I woke up and called about quarter to 7. Yeah, about an hour conversation. What's up, LBC in here with you? That's what I'm talking about. Kevin Hunt from the LBC, man. That's what I'm talking about. And Baby Crazy had a lovely conversation, man. Encouraging conversation, motivating, enlightening, and all that. And it dawned on me on something. I'm gonna tell you why people are so afraid of peace and why people believe peace won't work. Because people's not willing to make the initiative or execute the plan towards a peace, and people ain't willing to sacrifice. And the sacrifice I'm speaking on is this. We must delete the people from the equation that's not for the peace. I mean, any OG or want to be OG, anybody 31 on up, that was an active game member that put in work, conscious, he should have a conscience that's saying it's time for peace. And the reason I'm saying it's time for peace at this age, you're a father. Some people became fathers, some men became fathers at 18, 16, 15. But once you become a father, you start representing something totally different. You're no longer representing your neighbor. You're representing somebody else. You now have a purpose, a different purpose for wanting to live and love. So when all you're doing is representing the hood, you're gonna come with representing your neighborhood. Death and destruction, prison, being paralyzed. You understand what I'm saying? We got to come together as one and not come together as idiotic people, not willing to partake in something that we want for ourselves. As black men must start stepping to the plate, being held accountable for our past deeds and our past negative actions, right? Because we did some childish things that wasn't cool. Scott Wolf up in the house, what it do, baby? What about against the government as an OG? You can't never watch this, man. Whenever you speaking against the system, you're going against the government. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we need to. What I'm saying is this: how can you be willing to DP a homie? And if you're a gang member, you're an active gang member, how can you be willing to DP your homie that stand still and see and let his enemies pack him out? But if the police is there choking you out, putting their fists on your neck, I mean they elbow, they got they fist feet on your neck, choking you out, and you stand there and you just feminine. Shouldn't that person be held accountable for his actions? Isn't that something he's supposed to do? Why are you so willing to want to hurt another brother when another brother you see him is fighting when the police doing something to you or some form of government officials doing something to you? You sit there and you just want to film it. That's pitiful. That's a weak way out. That's a cowardly act. Those is the things I speak on. I mean, a plan ain't nothing if a plan ain't executed. We got to start taking the initiative. Watch this, man. OGs can't bring the peace. What an OG must do, we must go to them youngsters that got the influence today in their neighborhood. Because OGs ain't got no more influence, man. We got word of power. Our conversation can be powerful if the person is willing to listen. Because you talking to me, nobody is hearing. So that means you got to learn how to speak the language of the people. You can't go to no thug dude talking Gucci. You can't go to no thug dude talking some square shit because he don't want to hear that square shit. You got to also understand this. A lot of young gang members has been raised in single parent homes. So the only people they're looking at is women. That's who raised them. So when the OG stepped to a youngster and he ain't had no father figure, his father wasn't at home, it's a form of resentment towards that OG based on the resentment that that youngster might have towards his father because his father wasn't here. Like, now the fuck you gonna tell me what to do? My daddy wasn't there. I don't even respect my daddy. How am I gonna respect you? We got to learn how to tell them, not tell them, enlighten them to saying this. It's something better than what you doing. And ask me how I know, because I already did it. I know the end result of what you doing. I did it. I've been a full participant in that. Most dudes advocate being about it. They wasn't about it. Every Damu, every Keyway wasn't about it. Every black man wasn't about it. See, I ain't just, watch this, man. This is something y'all need to understand too. When I'm asking for peace, I'm not just shouting to the Keyways and the Damus. I'm shouting to every black and brown man in their community that we must want to have peace for the sake of the kids and have a safe haven for the kids. It's everything else is none and void. It's not relevant in our life. We got to watch this. We got to be afraid of not wanting to bromance and start bromancing. Romance ain't no gay shit. That's two grown men having a grown man conversation because we know the cause of our problem, trying to reach a solution towards the cause of the problem. See, if we know the cause of the problem, we most definitely know the solution to the problem. You understand what I'm saying? And people don't seem to want to get that, right? We run from our obligations and our responsibilities in the black and the brown. We run from that. We think it's cool to encourage the younger generation to be harder than what we was. Yeah, they didn't heard about how we used to do it, and we didn't tell them. See, we play a role in this gang violence. I'm gonna show you the role that we play. We taught our younger homies not to accept ass whoopers, not to accept people pressing them, not to allow people to try to bully, and by any means necessary, you want the W. Oh man, we taught them wrong. We got to teach them that the way to have a positive solution towards any cause, towards any negative problem is communication. But we got to learn how to be articulate and learn how to have communication and learn how to talk to people. See, that's the problem in the black and brown community. We don't talk to people, we talk at people. Now tell me, do you like somebody talking at you or do you like them talking to you? So I don't like nobody talking at me. Talk to me. See, I can't tell you what to do, but I can give you a suggestion based on my experience in life. And all through my gangbanging career, only thing it ever gave me was my mama missing nights of sleep, staying up all night. Some of my homies' parents worried about me. And my black funky ass sitting in somebody penitentiary juvenile hall. See, I was one of them dudes that thought going to jail was cool. I had to be the craziest man in America thinking going to jail was cool. 62 years old. And I just figured out that going to jail wasn't cool. But to a certain degree, jail saved. I believe while I was in prison, that's why I'm alive today. In prison wasn't no cakewalk. It was tough as a motherfucker. I just know how to stand the test of time. So we got to start reaching out. I can't watch this, man. If you got a Damu partner and you're a Keyway, if you're a Damu and you got a Keyway partner, and you got younger homies that respect, not look up to, respect. You understand what I'm saying? If you're willing to take him over in Piru Hood and let him meet another youngster and say, man, what can we do to solve the quarrels that's going on between us? Things gonna be better. But if we ain't willing to bring them together so they can talk to each other, open some lines of dialogue and have a positive line of communication, peace and truth ain't gonna never happen. And all this Peace can't happen. Peace can't happen. Peace ain't no damn dream. It's a reality. We just not putting in the footwork to get peace. You understand what I'm saying? We got to be willing to put the footwork in to get the peace. We got to be willing to make sacrifices. And the sacrifices is we must start calling these motherfuckers on their bullshit that ain't with the real shit. Stop being about the bullshit and get on your grown man tip. That's what it's about. We have to reach them while they're young. Say it again, TMK. That's what we got to do. Because we don't, man, it's going to be too late. I don't care what nobody. I always say the black man will be extinct. Let me share this with you too. The Hispanic man going to be extinct too. Let y'all continue. Y'all do the same thing we do. We gang banging against each other. Yeah, we all know the common enemy. The common enemy is the system. Yet every time something go wrong in our community, guess who we pointing fingers at? We pointing fingers at the system. Guess what? When you point one finger at them, you got three pointing back at yourself. So take a look at the man in the mirror. Take a look at the man in the mirror. We got to come together for the common goal. And the common goal is to reach the youth so they won't have to live the life that we used to live. We done already ran into that wall. We already know gang banging ain't good. My son's best friend chose the team. Scared 2 years later, my wife ain't got the point. Man, and sometimes it's a trip when we got to lose somebody in order to get the message. Oh, man. Let's be in the business of saving lives. Let's not be in the business of taking. Let's stop subscribing to that black and brown and all that. We can come together. We've been sharing the same communities all our lives, man. You got black kids going to elementary, got Hispanic friends. The school ain't teaching them Spanish. Their Hispanic friends is teaching them Spanish. You want to see if black and brown can get along? You want to see if little kids can get along? If we can get along in our community? Go to any elementary school and look at the place. I've yet to experience riding past a school, elementary school, and see little kids fight. All I see is little kids enjoying life, playing with each other. They're not looking at each other based on the color of their skins or based on the neighborhood they live. They live in life, and they can teach us how to live. And this is what we got to learn, man. We got to learn that I'd rather have you as a friend than have you as an enemy. I don't want no black friends. Never in my life. I have no black friends. Need no black enemies. I don't have an enemy on earth. If I do, I don't know. I don't know. He might dislike me. You understand what I'm saying? And this is something else too, man. You want to hang with somebody that want what you want in life. If you want peace, hang around people that want peace. We can't be advocating peace and posting up in the neighborhood talking about, yeah, cuz, yeah, bro, yeah, man, did y'all do that last house? You laughing while your little homies telling you what they did. Nah, that's a contradiction. You understand what I'm saying? That's a contradiction. We got to stop being walking contradictions and start being positive role models in our communities. That's what we must do. Y'all come with some Saturday morning questions, man. Don't let me just do all the talking. I'm here willing to listen to y'all. Come with some questions and I got the answers, baby. Let's pop it, man. The power that be propping off our destruction, prison, hospital, funeral homes, police department, drug cartels, music, everybody but us. Say it again, man. Ain't that crazy? Everybody is propping off us. We don't even know how to prop it off ourselves. We'd rather support another man's business than supporting our own businesses. We'd rather have other people come in our community and open up stores. They complain because they got the prices are so high. You can go to one store down the street, this something costs $5. You go to another store, the price is $7, $8. Stop letting people milk us and let's milk each other. By that, but I said, let's milk each other out something positive, not negative. Stop hating on each other because one man is doing better than you. I don't want what another man got. I want what I want. And what I want is to live in a peaceful ass environment. I'm telling you, man, I'm scared of the fireworks. I'm scared shitless of them. Every time I hear them, I'm jittering. Because they sound like guns. So you don't know if somebody's shooting or if they're not shooting. Unfortunately, it's a cycle of life. Change will only happen when the individual community work together. I couldn't have said it no better, baby. So I'm a firm believer in this. If the household fucked up, the community don't fuck up. So I'm telling you, If you're a father and you in your child life and your child got a friend that don't have a father in his life, become a mentor in that young brother, that young sister life, that young Hispanic kid's life. Everybody is entitled to be a mentor. We got to start respecting our elders. And as elders, non-active gang members, we're obligated and we're responsible to come try to bring some form of peace in our community. Because we played a role in destroying our. Didn't nobody put no goddamn gun in your head and say, go right 38th Street, F13, crippling blood on the walls in your community. You did that because you wanted to do it. You were so fucked up in the head, you didn't even go buy the spray paint. You went and stole a spray paint. Just to deface your own community, make the value of your community go down. OG Bam, I don't know about your faith in God, but do you believe I fight against the devil and not wasting time against crazy people? Man, I believe in God. Trust this, Pancho. I believe in God. I know who wakes me up every morning. I know who kept me living this long in my life. I know if I continue listening to God, I'm gonna be all right. When I start listening to other people, I'm gonna be fucked up. Yeah, our fight is against the devil. So we all represented the devil at one point in time in our life. Because the devil give you, watch this, the devil can give you what you ask for too. Oh, when you're selling all the big dope, the devil said, oh yeah, well man, I'm gonna get you a 4-bedroom house, I'm gonna get you a couple of low riders, I'm gonna get you a 500, I'm gonna get you a foreign, I'm gonna get you all that. But what he ain't telling you is when you get busted, the other benefits of working for me and representing me and believing in me is that you might get life in prison. And if you game bang, you might get killed. You understand what I'm saying? See, this is what we got to understand. It's a whole lot of, not just gangs, but it's a whole lot of us that do not believe in God till we get caught up in a fucked up situation. God say, you come to me anytime you want to. I might not hear it, but I ain't ignoring it. God gonna give you what you need, not what you want. You understand what I'm saying? You got an angel on one shoulder and the devil on another. Say it again, man. The days of yes sir, no ma'am are gone. Elders used to be the cornerstone of respect. Yes, it is. Hey, watch this, soul brother. I say yes, ma'am. I still do that because that's what my mother instilled in me. OG Band, what's your opinion on gang members who was under paperwork could have been a political solution to the gang issue? What you mean paperwork? What type of paperwork you mean, brother? Let's be more specific, TMK. Let's be more specific and I can answer it better. Because you know, when you say paperwork, somebody can misinterpret that saying in a negative way about some other type of paperwork. So what paper you talking about when they go to prison, they get caught up, get hooked up? Well, watch this, man. I'm an ex-CCO member. I was under paperwork at prison. Paperwork is nothing but rules and guidelines. That's a structure. And every hood should have a structure, some forms of rules and guidelines. In your neighborhood, the rules change each and every day. Certain individuals can get away with shit when other individuals can't. Sometimes it's because of the sack they got or the money they got. Hey, but what's good for the gang supposed to be good for the goose. Ain't nobody bigger than the law. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that have been a political solution to gangs. Watch this. Every OG, grab a young OG, a OBG, a BG, a TG, and an OTG. Every hood, grab those individuals, just one or two people each generation. We can all just come to the table. No guns, no nothing. We come to have a positive dialogue. We're going to talk to each other, not at each other. We have a solution towards all our motherfucking problems. That's what's needed. That's what's needed. That's what's needed. Some dudes look down at gang members that went to the pen and got up under the CCO blue no blue bloodline. I didn't. But at the same token, every front hood came after me. I told them don't get up under nothing. You CCO. So I was up under, don't mean it might be good for him. See, what works for you don't work, might not work for the next man. We'll get you fat, don't get full. We'll make shit, don't make it full. And that's what people need to start understanding too. But we all got something in common from the same neighborhood. And we black and we men. We got to stop acting like boys and thinking like boys. Start acting like men. Start thinking like. You understand what I'm saying? The elders is the mouth is the cornerstone is in our community. It takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a whole village to keep the village intact. So we didn't lost focus on only takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to keep the village intact. We done lost our focus on all the wrong people's getting. How should I say it? Crazo said it to me this morning. The wrong people's getting in position when the right people's not in the right position to help. I'm one of them right people. But the other people don't want me in position. Why? They feel intimidated. Truth is a form of intimidation. Everybody can't accept the truth. Yet you hear them say it. When you hear these dudes putting it on their hood and their dead homies, don't do that. Because that lie you just put it on, and you know you lying and you put it on your hood, you just fucked up the whole neighborhood as well as yourself. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I was in the pen one time. This dude, this Crip dude, was trying to play a die movie. Matter of fact, I finally remember Baby Bud, probably one day ago. He let the non-affiliated dude, the Crip dude, use his phone, rented it out to him all. These dudes sit up in line and say the police coming to see him. And took the phone. Knowing they lying. Then this Crip dude put it on his hood and his mama. When Football man brought that to me, I said, man, that dude lying. Football said, man, believe what the OG Big Homie saying, because he ain't got no lie. I said, man, that dude put it on his mama, man. He got that phone. Stab his ass and get his ass off the show. Because he took that phone. Now, his homies DP'd him. He went on the other yard with the other phone, but the non-affiliated brother got the issue. Baby Bub and bust a hole in it. Next corner, we come to breakfast. I say, me and Sneaky make sure gangsters walk from down and all. I said, girl, slow down. It's finna go down. She said, oh, you knew? I said, yeah, they put me up on it. You got that raw pruners cut like a blade. Thank you, Story Time. Hey, watch this, man. I ain't on here trying to insult nobody's characters. I ain't on here trying to belittle nobody. I speak my truth based on my experience in my life. Hey, watch this, man. My homies is what motivate me to be better. I don't want them talking about what I used to do. I want them to talk about what I'm doing today. Some positive shit that I'm trying to do. Fuck what I used to do. Gang shit, prison shit, man. Fuck that shit. I used to think that was cool to brag about. This shit ain't cool to brag about. You get dudes on social media say, oh, that's all them OGs do. They talk about prison. They talk about what they used to do. Oh, man. I share my experience, strength, and hope. And hoping I can hit 2 or 3 people. Just one. If I can touch one person and change one person's life, my mission is accomplished. But I'm trying to reach the mass of my people as well as the brown. I seen Football kick a field goal. Oh, Football, that's my boy, man. I heard from him. I got a letter from him a few days ago. You understand what I'm saying? But we got to start coming together as one and stop playing with it and start being about it. We got to allow ourselves to not get caught up in that bullshit. And guess who's the biggest bullshitter? We are. Because we're not executing nothing we want to talk about. Was I disappointed a lot of people didn't show up at the town hall meeting I was trying to give him? For a hot second I was. But if I'd have listened to gangsters saying, you went too quick at it. It's my homie that's in it, he's like my nephew. I wanted him there, and I texted him. He just didn't catch the text. So next time I get that skip, I'm gonna get that shit. I'm gonna want people to come. I don't want your motherfucking opinion. I want your views on some shit. Fuck the opinion. We all got opinions, man. We can't stand on our opinions, but we can stand on our views. That's what we got to start standing on our views of what's wrong and what's right. Let's stand on our views. Fuck the opinion, man. Everybody's opinions like assholes. We all have them. Get on up in here, man. How does just 11 people up in here? Y'all get on up in here, man. Throw some questions at me. 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 You understand what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to belittle nobody. I ain't trying to have no YouTube beef with nobody, man. I'm just here calling the ball, and strike to strike. I talk about my motherfucking mistakes. And I see the mistakes I'm making, I see the same individuals make. You walking around, hitting up kids, you know they don't gang bang. Where you from? Come on, man, tone that shit down. But watch this, man. When I was active gang member in my teens, Willowbrook High School, I wasn't walking through my hood. Where you from? I already knew where they was from. They from front of it. They in front of us. So why would I be thinking my enemy gonna be walking through? So when you dudes, you in neighborhood ass gang members, hey man, cut that shit out. That ain't being tough. That's being weak. That's showing the softness in. See, if you active with it, you gonna go seek out your man. You dudes ain't seeking out your man. If you from neighborhood, you go to one swapping, Slauson. You understand what I'm saying? If you from Compton, you used to go to one swapping, Compton swapping. That moves had to be in there at a certain time, then the CC Rider swapping. But we all knew where to go and what time we could be there to avoid bullshit. It's time to step to the plate and be responsible black men in our communities and be better role models in the kids' lives, not just in your kids' life, but in every black child in America, every Hispanic child in America. Black and browns must come together and rebuild our communities, make our communities the way they used to. And everything is going to come in play. It's going to fall in line. And we got to be willing to make the sacrifices. And the sacrifice is getting off our ass. Not just shouting, but being about it. See, a lot of us just shouting. We ain't being about it. We got to start being about it. We got to stop shouting and really be about peace and truth in our hoods. Because it can happen. It can happen. Yeah, you can move your child out the table. All that. Move yourself out the table. But you want your child safe, and you want the next child to also be safe. That's the shit I'm talking. That's what we got to do. That slide wasn't going to be really long, and so I'm going to go live later on. Right? This was just something I had on my mind. I want to throw it at y'all this morning. We got 10 people up here. Share the content with your friends. We need 15 more people for the raffle. Enter the raffle this morning. $OG down 131. One raffle per month. Enter the raffle, support the channel. When you come in, hit that like and subscribe. This is where we're going to always keep it 100. This is what we call a ball, and strike. We don't run from it, we run to it. Watch this. Always be whooping cousin cats because they big and they hard. Man, that's an image to story time. Hey man, don't think hard, everything hard get cracked. Super Bowl legs get hard. You got to crack that motherfucking hard to eat it. Let's make it make sense. Let's start doing what we're supposed to. Let's be responsible, positive role models in our mentorship. It's all about the kids, man. That said, man, ain't nobody told you they love you this morning. OG Bam, love you. Peace.